I'm recording. So, talking about liquidity, let me ask you a question, please. What do you guys understand? Or what do you know about liquidity? Anyone? Can anyone just give me a clue about liquidity?
Okay, so can I speak?
Yeah, you're free.
Okay, so to my best knowledge, I believe liquidity is like the driving force of the market. It decides where the market goes or comes to.
Okay. Any other person? Any other person, please? Okay, no. Now, liquidity, let me just call liquidity money. Yeah, let me call it money. Horse, this is what people don't know and people don't understand about liquidity. Liquidity is known as algorithm. And what did I mean by algorithm? What push price? What moves price? What change price? Price cannot do without liquidity. And liquidity is also known as money volatility. Liquidity is also known as what? Money, which is volatility. So liquidity push price, liquidity move price. Sometimes if you notice that maybe you are in a trade, the trade will be consolidating. Once price kick you out, boom, it is going to move massive to your direction. Number one, maybe you don't take note of liquidity. Number one, if your point of interest doesn't have liquidity or inducement, your point of interest is going to stand as the liquidity. If your point of interest doesn't have liquidity or an inducement, your point of interest will stand as liquidity. That's number one. Number two, if your liquidity doesn't show enough, there are sometimes you categorize some things as liquidity, meanwhile, they are not liquidity. You categorize some areas as liquidity, meanwhile, they are not liquidity. Now, many people will categorize this place as liquidity, meanwhile, it is not liquidity. If you don't understand your liquidity, you'll be trapped and you always do it wrong. Now, to cut the long story short, how do you identify liquidity? Not all not all equal high or equal lows are liquidity. Fine, they are liquidity, but it is not every time price will come back immediately and reach them. Not every time. And how do you know when price is coming back to read? How do you know that, okay, price is already coming back to read this? How do you know that, okay, this is what I'm going to do here? Now, let me cut something. The EU we took last week, the news that occurred. The news that occurred on the EU. Now, this was known as what? Liquidity. Why? Because it is a manipulation law, which is known as the Asian law. When talking about time and price, I will talk about Asian, London, and New York. So that day, I think I explained something to us about this entry. Yeah, I did. Now, fine, this place has been mitigated. This area has been mitigated. This other block has been mitigated. And price need an area to continue the what? The buy journey. I cannot use here. Why can't I use here is because having this break of structure, I need a liquidity that will make this place, that will make this area valid. I need a liquidity that will make this area valid. Fine, I have one liquidity. But I will not use this area because I know this is a manipulation low. This is what? This is liquidity. Because now look at this break of structure. After this seeing this break of structure, you should know this is what? This is a what? A strong high. Why this is a weak low? In a downtrend, lower high, lower low. And you know weak low are meant to what? To be cleared out. Weak low are meant to be cleared out. But the reason why there are some weak lows that will change to weak high is because you take note of where this thing is coming from. If this thing is coming from higher time frame point of interest, it will be very hard for price to clear it. And now, number one, that's number one. Number two, this thing is a strong low. We have a what? A strong high and a weak low. But this thing has turned to a strong low. Why did I say this thing has turned to a strong low? It's until liquidity. It's until liquidity. After hunting liquidity, it what? It broke a structure. Out of liquidity and BMS. That indicated that this low is very strong. So we have a target to follow. We have a target to follow. We have this break of structure. We have this internal break of structure, internal break of structure. So which one is price is likely to use to reject from? Okay, let's say here, or yeah, let's choose there. I don't know, or this area, but I will not use this area. Let me just use this area as my final TP. This is the internal range liquidity course. After breaking this structure, this is the what? Next higher high. Next high, sorry, not higher high or like higher low. This was the next high. The last high that caused the break of the structure. So this is the what? Internal liquidity. So I'll be trying to clear this low. So fine, I saw that price has mitigated this area. Then when price mitigated this area, I need a valid point of interest to what? To continue the buy. Okay, I don't have any point of interest here on 15 minutes time frame. So that is why you see some people, they will set liquidity entry. Liquidity entry, this is liquidity, fine. They will not set entry below it. Since they know they are still in a bullish trend, and this is a liquidity, they will set entry below it and put their stop loss at the back. Then targets whatsoever place they are targeting. Because they know this is what? This is what? Liquidity. And some people they will set entry at the liquidity point. But most time I set below, at least one pips away. I will tell you how I got my entry from there using liquidity concept. Now, many people will be trapped here to be looking for a buy. They created another liquidity. This is liquidity. Price is meant to clear it out. But they still have to trap traders. Because they know many traders will want to buy from here. After buying from here, they might break this place or not break it at all, then come back low and clear this liquidity. So they use this liquidity to build another liquidity. Can you see? Then boom. Now, how did I get my entry here? Because I picked this trade that day. Now I moved to, sometimes I don't like using this or this liquidity entry. So I moved to 5 minutes, and after spotting this liquidity, this is Asian low, and I know price is likely to clear this Asian low. So after spotting this liquidity, I saw equal low also, 1 2 equal low. Equal low is liquidity. So after spotting this equal low, I just put my what? My entry at the back of the equal loop. That's how I got my entry that day. I only put my entry, can you see? I put my entry at the back of the equal loop because I know when price owns it out, I know it is a buy. Yeah, I know it is a buy. If we check 3 minute time frame, it is all mitigated week that we have here. We have full body from here to up, then we have unmitigated week. But I know the power in liquidity. Markets will be looking for liquidity to read, to have enough strength. You can see here, assuming there is enough liquidity here, price will just make use of it and continue. But because there's not enough liquidity, you can see price has been struggling. No momentum, no volatility. So immediately price raided this low and cleared this equal low. Can you see the move? So where am I driving to? I've not tell you how to identify liquidity. I'm just giving you the power. I'm just telling you the power of liquidity. So where am I trying to? What am I trying to say? Liquidity is what I give price powers. It's empower price. Price cannot move without liquidity. Price will be consolidating. Price cannot move without liquidity. Can you see price clear this liquidity and started what? Moving back. So from one liquidity to another, that's how price moved. From one liquidity to another. And now, how do you identify liquidity? What do we know about what do we understand about liquidity? What is equal high? What is equal low? Now, this is known as equal high. Equal high. This is known as equal high, which price action trader call double top. This is also known as equal low, which is known as double bottom. Now, you could believe this double top and double bottom are liquidity. Why? Either it is equal or it is slant like this. They are liquidity because they are equal. They rhyme. They rhyme with each other. We have triple high. We have something like this. There are sometimes. What are they doing? They are building support and resistance. What are they doing here? They build resistance. And they know many traders use support and resistance that when price comes here again, so this resistance, they want to sell. Meanwhile, this has stand as liquidity because we have equal high. Price will read it out and what? Start selling. So equal highs, equal lows are liquidity. But it is not every time price come back for them immediately. Now looking at this, what can you see here? You can see liquidity. They build liquidity. For traders that are willing to what? Sell from here. If care is not taken, you'll be stopped out. And why did I say you'll be stopped out? It's because we have liquidity. There's something here that price will not make use of. Because we have equal high. But the only thing that cannot make price to clear this thing is if we have enough liquidity that price build below this one. If price build enough liquidity below this, price will not take it out immediately. Price will only clear all this liquidity to activate this, then push. Then later can come back and clear everything and move. Now let me now go straight to the point. Let's analyze. This is where you understand inducements. This is where you're going to understand inducements. Where should I start from? Let me start from here. Yeah? Evening.
Inducement and liquidity is different, have you?
Yeah. But they are still the same thing. Inducements formed after BMS or before BMS, just to trap traders. While liquidity is formed just to empower to empower market movements. So let's continue. Now, looking at this eye, price has mitigated this breaker block. Price mitigated this breaker block. Now, we'll be expecting a break of structure. Fine. Let's see. Yes, we have a break of structure already. We have internal range liquidity and external range liquidity. This is inducement, a short definition about is inducement, a short explanation. Let's say we have something like this, a break of structure. This low that formed after this break of structure is known as inducement. This low that formed after this break of structure is known as what? Inducement. It is known as inducement for this. And why do we call it inducement for this? They all know that traders will want to use this place, this area, to continue the trend. And it is not just possible for price to move this way. If this is how price is moving, we will all be profitable. Market structure will be very, very simple. There are sometimes price will be moving like this, respecting the trend like this. Yeah, there are sometimes. But note, what are they building? They are building trendline liquidity. What do I mean by trendline liquidity? You can see for trendline traders, it is following the rules, the buyers. They are building trendline liquidity. And where is the liquidity engaging from? It is from this low, which is the inducement low. So that's what some people call inducement liquidity. Yeah. Now, this is the liquidity, this is the inducement. Price is meant to read it out and use this. But price has not cleared it out. There are some scenarios like this that price will not clear it out. But most time, price trap them, it will clear them out most time. The only thing price can use not to clear this place out is if this place has enough liquidity. And liquidity, then price can respect it and start going. But it is still an inducement. Because when price is going to come, it is going to be like low thief in the midnight. No one will know. So now you can see what they are building here. They are building order flow, break of structure, mitigation, break of structure, mitigation, break of structure, mitigation. And what they are trying to build is trend line. You will see prices following the trend line pattern. Like trend line traders, it's not this trend line, they will buy from here. Where's my pen? Once it touch this trend line, they will buy. Once it touch this trend line, they will buy. Once it touch this trend line, they will buy. They are respecting price action traders. Can you see? But meanwhile, this is the what? This one was the one that built. This one was the one engineering the liquidity. Because this is an inducement. So it is known as inducement liquidity. You can call inducement liquidity also. It is the same thing. Don't let me scatter your brain. Don't let us scatter your brain with what you just need to know is to know the concept. Whatsoever name people call it, I don't care about that. But note that when you're analyzing, your markup is very, very important. Your markups are very, very important. If you're analyzing and you don't try to mark up, you get it wrong. That's why some people are getting it wrong. If you don't take your time to analyze by marking up your words as a newbie, if you don't take your time to analyze, to mark up your analysis, you always hit stop loss. Because from your markup, you feel like, oh, this is inducement. But if you don't mark up, you feel to you, it will be like point of interest. To you, it is going to be like point of interest. Because you did not mark up. You are just seeing it with your face. You did not see it with what you have in your brain. So if you see it with what you have in your brain, you understand better that okay, this is what you are doing wrong. So now this is inducement. You already know this is inducement. Once you mark it out like this, and you see price is not coming back, just know that price will still come back for it. And anytime price is going to come back for it, maybe there will be news that day or enough volatility. You just see price will come back and push instantly. There will not be consolidation. because it has built enough liquidity. See all this liquidity. It's even built enough liquidity for this inducement. So now this inducement has engineered liquidity. So if you are seeing this trendline liquidity, if you are trying to sell, let's say you have a sell opportunity from this area, and you have a sell confirmation, where is going to be your target for TP is going to be this low. Why? Even though you have any other block from here, price will clear it out. Because this sell is coming from a strong point of interest, maybe higher time frame, maybe 4 hours or 1 hour or daily. It is coming from a higher time frame. So price will come back and clear everything. And where is it going to be your target, this inducement? It is one that engineered this liquidity. It is one that built all this liquidity. So price will come back for it immediately, instantly. Price cannot do something like this. The funniest part about price can do something like this. Again, build equal low. So many people will feel like, oh no, we are continuing to buy. They will want to buy from here, even though from a higher time frame. You now see them. Yeah. That is why it is good to mark up and to think like banks. Whenever you are analyzing the market, you think like banks. You trade with your brain, not your eye. So now I'll give you an example. So looking at this break of structure, a quick question, please. Yeah, let me ask you guys a quick question. Number 1 and number 2. There's something I want you guys to understand tonight, and I'll be very, very glad if you understand it tonight. Liquidity is not inducement. Liquidity. So I'm going to name them. That's why I said I need your attention so that you will ginger me for tonight's class. Because I won't lie to you, I'm not in the mood to teach for this week. I'm not in the mood at all. And it is not because of anything. It is because I need a rest. I need to rest my brain. Because me and Edu Mas, we have been stressing ourselves since a week or 2 weeks ago. So A or B. So I need you guys' attention. Let me mute some people. I'll mute them rather. Juwon, I think you understand what you are doing wrong good tonight. You understand what you are doing wrong tonight.
Yes, boss.
Okay, now let's look closely. We are buying, right? We have this break of structure. The external liquidity has been taken out. ELR, to shorten it, ERL, sorry. External liquidity has been cleared out. And we know from external into internal liquidity. Now, if you are meant to buy this pair, if you want to continue your buy signal, let me mark this supply out. Okay, if you want to continue, sorry, I'm coming, please. Now, I need you guys' attention right here. Now, where are you going to choose as your point of interest? Is it A or B?
B.
I'll choose B.
Why B?
I think that has enough liquidity than A.
You don't think. You give a reason. If you are thinking, you are still doubting.
Okay, it has. Okay. And number 1 is broke a structure, internal structure, and that's
It has
inducement or
inducement.
the liquidity.
Okay.
And it's broke a structure, internal structure. So
How many people choose A?
what do you?
How many people go for A? If you go for A, just talk, speak out. If you go for
I
A,
go for B because B has inducement.
okay.
Yeah,
You can
have more improvements.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. For B,
And okay, you can mute yourself back. Thank you very much. Number one, we don't know which one price is going to use, right? Number one, that's why I said you need to mark up always. We have ounce of liquidity. This is a strong low, a very, very strong low. This candle, okay, let me change my thing because of some people that doesn't understand this chart right here. Symbol, apply default. Okay, now I'm coming, please. Okay, now look at this A. Look at this. This green candle was the one that entered this liquidity. It indicated that this low is a strong low. It entered liquidity and it broke structure. Fine. And you know when we are marking supply and demand, this one is the what? This one is the what? The demand. Why did I say it was the demand? It was the one that caused the break of this what? Of this opposite candle. Can you see that price makes use of it instantly? But some people will be confused to use this kind of entry. I personally say I won't use this kind of entry because I can't say if this sell will break this low or not. I can't say. But the reason I will use this, I will take this entry is because this thing is coming from a breaker block. And it's under liquidity, it's a strong low. And I have this candle information. This, I told you every Wednesday we'll be talking about price, the way price move, price displacement. Now we have this price displacement. I won't talk about displacement now. This is a displacement low, and this is a displacement high. So from this low to this high, I'm going to mark from here, from the break of structure to the low. So I'm going to mark, okay, yeah, this is it. From the low, from this low to the high to here, I'll mark out my 50% level. Don't let me convince you guys. Don't let me talk about that right now. So this place on liquidity, even though you know you are in a buy trade and you know these cells here are not valid anymore. How do you know these cells are not valid? Now, if this thing is coming from a higher time frame point of interest, you will know anything that is happening here are just retracements. You have a target. So you will not mind any sell that is occurring from here. And this thing are intermediate break of structure. We need a, assuming it is a break of structure like this, is a structure like this, I would consider any other block that's coming from here, any supply zone. And perhaps this is a strong high on its own. It's under liquidity and broke structure. And you can see price has not come back inside since then. So I won't mind here. So even though I'll be taking the trade, this is this structure we have here. Look at this structure. Higher high, amount of liquidity, then boom. This place, I've taught you about this structure. Boom. This is another entry. This came for an entry here. After breaking this structure, you can see it's break structure. It's mitigated, and I will teach you choke. Don't let me confuse you, because I'm seeing some things nowadays that many traders are confusing their newbie. They are confusing their newbie. I mean, I won't confuse you. Let me tell you the real facts. Let me just give you something that will work for you. So, I beg, don't let me stress you guys. So now, looking at this structure, this thing has been mitigated here, and we have a what? A change of character, a choke. So this choke, price came back to mitigate this choke and what? Broke this structure, broke this high. So even though you took your entry from this demand zone, from this other block here, this demand that broke this one, other guy, you have taken your profit around this high. But don't forget that this candle safe has not been mitigated, because this one was the one that entered this liquidity. So it is very, very strong for price to come back there, because it has not been mitigated. That's number one reason. Number two reason is that this thing here is a flip entry. It is a flip entry. Price broke structure and mitigated the flip entry, which was this. So this place, everything here has been mitigated. Where did we have unmitigated zone? This B. We have unmitigated zone here in this B. This candle that broke this that entered the liquidity. So this place has been mitigated. Now, this place also has not been mitigated. If you categorize this place as inducement, you are doing yourself. Because assuming the main break of structure has not occurred, the major break of structure has not occurred, I'll still consider this place as my what? Entry to break the structure. Once I have the major break of structure, once I have the what? External liquidity cleared, I know price is coming from internal liquidity. Price will come for it. And I cannot categorize this place as my internal liquidity. Can you see? This thing is nonsense. This is not a structure. This is just a trap. So now, assuming I don't have a major break, I can still consider this thing as what? After having this break of structure, I can consider this thing that price will make use of here and start going before I have the major break. But once I have the major break, I don't want to do anything with this area unless this thing here is unless I have internal range liquidity above it, is strong internal range liquidity, then I can consider here. But after having this break of structure from external to internal, so my internal liquidity is going to be this because I have unmitigated strong point of interest. So seeing this place as inducement is a trap. It is a trap. This is not inducement. This is not liquidity. This is just a sell-side liquidity. Yeah. What do I mean by sell-side liquidity? Let me mark it out. It's sell-side liquidity. SSL. Sell-side liquidity. Now, the reason why I said it is a sell-side liquidity is because some retailers, they will categorize this place as what? As their support. They will mark it out. This do as support. That once price is coming back to this support, price should come here and buy. That's number one. Number two, they will feel like once price breaks this low, it should start selling. So it is a sell-side liquidity. So this is a liquidity, the sell-side liquidity, not the internal liquidity I'm looking for. This I that we are looking for price to break is a buy-side liquidity. This one is a buy-side liquidity. This is a buy-side liquidity because they know traders will set buy limit above that. Once price cleared it out, you should continue buying. So it is a buy-side liquidity, So now price has given me a major break of structure. What did I need again? I need price to break the internal range liquidity. And where is my internal liquidity? This is it. Price has mitigated this. This is a flip entry that price has made use of. So I can't use this place at all. So this will stand as my internal liquidity. Let's continue. You see we are going to have reaction from this place. What did I tell you? Why did we have reaction from this place? Because sell-side liquidity has been taken out. And whenever price take out a sell-side liquidity, they will not want all these sellers that are here, that are sitting here, to be in profit. They will not want all these sellers that are here to be in profit. Because if they want them to be in profit, once price trigger their sell stop and they started selling, they'll be in profit. So now you will see that there are some support and resistance trader. They will set their buy limit here and their stop loss at the back. Can you see? Let's do a little practical. That's for support and resistance trader. And the target this eye. I will target this eye. Then for traders that set sell stop, they will set their sell stop here. That once price breaks this low, it should start selling. Now let's see who is going to be in profit among both of them. Let's see if these sellers will be in profit or these buyers. But note, once sell side liquidity is being cleared out, price will buy instantly. Once a buy side liquidity is being cleared out, prices will sell instantly. But it will not be a long time sell. It depends on this. This is a buy side liquidity. If price readed this buy side liquidity, price is meant to buy from this other block. Yeah, now price will buy from this other block. Why did I say price is going to buy from this other block? Because we have enough liquidity. Assuming you don't have liquidity at all above it, price will read this low. After price reading it out, you start buying. So now, let's see. Can you see? So sellers, can you see they have cleared these buyers out? It's a support and resistance trader. They are out already. Now sellers, they are in profit. If they allow this trade to be going like that, they'll be in profit. So they will now make use of the nearest point of interest to just clear them out again. That's where you see some people will use sell side liquidity entry, sell side liquidity, then put their stop loss at the back to safeguard, then target a supply or wherever place to target. Let's see. Even though I don't have a point of interest around here, since I know I have a sell side liquidity, there should be a short buy, even though it is not long. We know this is a what? This internal liquidity. So no reason why you should be risking your trade if you don't know about the concepts yet. No reason why you should be risking your trade. I'm just giving you a confluence of how the direct price. So sell side liquidity has been taken out. So these sellers, they are in profit. These sellers, they are in profit because this is their entry and their stop loss as is at the back. So they are in profit. If they keep pushing this price downward, they'll be in profit. They'll be massive profit. So they will not want them to be in profit. They will clear them out again. You see, they are in profit already. Can you see? They will clear them out again. No. So they cleared out support and resistance trader here. And there are some price action SMC traders that feel like they can sell stop. They clear them out again. I'm coming price. I saw a message now. John, I will attend to you later. Can you see? Now, the reason why price makes use of this place at first is because we have a sell side liquidity. But this is not for a long-term trade. So they will not want none of them to be in profit. Both support and resistance trader and both that are looking for sell stop. You see, they cleared out the support and resistance traders and the sell stop traders. And let's continue. Can you see? They clear this high. They hit CPA because they clear the sell side liquidity. Now they are still building liquidity. Let's see. This is the inducement that keep building the trendline liquidity. The structure I drew out the other time. Can you see this inducement has not been taken out and price keep on respecting it? The reason why price respected this area was because of the sell side liquidity. Because of the sellers that are here. That's why. As if there's no any sellers here, waiting here, price will clear everything instantly. So you can see I said it depends on the categories of the structure and the liquidity we have, and it depends on the scenario we have. It will determine if we'll be buying from this liquidity on its own. So the sell side, so they have to clear out support and resistance trader and sell stop traders. Then TP it, if you know the concept, you know it with time. TP already hit. Then where are they coming for next? This is trendline liquidity. This is the inducement that is meant to be what? So we're taking out. So this inducement was the one building this liquidity. It was the one engineering all this liquidity. So if price is coming back, price is going to clear it because you can see it is a trendline liquidity. So for traders that are still expecting price to be used here, let's see what they will do to them. Let's see. Because you should know this is internal liquidity that has not been taken out. Let's see if they have a reaction. You can see the move. See the move. Then price moves to one bastard order block. Yeah. I told you that when price is coming from a strong supply zone, it is going to clear everything here. No matter what you are doing, once you mark up and you know, okay, this is still my liquidity, no matter how they engineer the liquidity, you will know this is what? A trendline liquidity. So for you to be buying it, to be risky, just know they are coming back for this spot. This place. And can you see the B? Finally, the B got what? Got mitigated. And where are we targeting next? The high. The high is going to be what we'll be targeting. Why? Because this is a strong point of interest. We are following the other flow. So I'll be targeting this high. But there are some scenarios that the high itself will not be the next target. You can just target this place, take a partial profit here, then leave the rest to target this high, because price can get here and start selling back. Can you see? I'm targeting the high. Can you see? From this low, see the final TP. From this low, see the final TP. But where will I be targeting first? This might partial. I will leave price to. I will not wait for price to get here. I don't need to hit everything. This is my high. This is a weak high. This is a weak high. But I know it is going to come back and clear this thing here, or everything. You can see traders that are waiting around here. See how they got cleared out. They clear them out. Because this is still the inducement that price has not taken out. Can you see? If you don't mark up, how do you want to understand that this is still a liquidity that has not been taken out? But if you do your markup, you understand that this inducement was engineered this liquidity, and this is the internal liquidity. So if you are targeting the low, you target where the liquidity started engineering from, which is this place, and you can see a sweet bar. Now another range high, another external liquidity has been taken out. Doesn't mean you should be looking for what? A buy. Looking at this buy here, this buy doesn't have good structure. We just have higher high, then we are looking for higher low. We don't have enough liquidity inside this place, and this place is coming from a strong high also. So sometimes I go to 4 hours to see what I'm doing. Now I saw something here from this low to this high. I have imbalance on 4 hours. So if I'll be selling and I have a break of structure, so this is my what? Strong high and weak low. So from this high to this low, I have a trading range. Can you see? I have a trading range. So the 50% I have what? Imbalance inside. This 50% will stand as liquidity because I don't have any liquidity. And apart from me not having any liquidity, I have imbalance. Yeah. Can you see? So let me go to 15-minute structure. I know price is going to fill the imbalance. So I'll be targeting this high. So any sell that I'll call is a trap. So even though price entered here and give a sell confirmation, I will not be selling for long. But until price comes to this 4 hours fair value gap. So let's continue. Price entered this low. Abi? No. Okay, price mitigated this. This is a flip entry. A flip and a break of structure. So you can see after having this flip here, price broke structure, it's used this place as what? Liquidity. This is liquidity for this place. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. finally lit. How many pips? 40 pips. Finally hits. This place has created what equal high. I still want price to go into the fair value gap. And you can see price went in, which is directly from 4 hours imbalance. Price has filled the imbalance. Everything I'll be looking for is a sell to clear this low out. Yeah, this is a weak low. So I'll be looking for a sell opportunity to clear the low out. So everything that will be here will be trap, will be liquidity. Let me clean that. Everything that will be here, everything that will be here will be a trap. Why? Because this is what? A strong area from 4 hours. A block of structure. This is a strong high, while this is a strong weak low. So you know, price is going to clear your weak low. So any structure you have in here, price is going to clear it out. Price will clear it out. So if you have gotten your sell confirmation, you can see how price clear this BSL, buy stop liquidity. Because they know there are some traders, there are some resistant traders, support and resistance. They will buy from here. This is support, this is a resistant. They will buy from the resistant to clear this low out. You can see they clear them out. And there are some traders that have said buy stop. And when price gets here, you should start buying. You can see it got here and kick them out and start what? Selling again. That's the power of what? Liquidity. From one liquidity to another. So if I'll be selling, let me just say I want to take this entry from here. If I'll be selling, this is the low I'll be targeting. This is the weak low. I don't want to see any buy from here again. This is a weak low. When we get to inefficiency and efficiency, you understand this is inefficiency in price. Price has been struggling to this point of interest. So, Eleya. Okay, that's it. So this is the low I am expecting price to come already. I don't need any buy. Yeah. So I don't need any buy from this area. Even though I will be expecting a short buy, it will be from this unmitigated area because we have enough liquidity. Can you see? We have enough liquidity, and this is a break of structure on its own. A break of structure, and we have enough liquidity. You know, I'm still expecting price to clear this low, but the reason why I will not be targeting full right now is because I have enough liquidity and this unmitigated area. So if I will be having a buy entry here, I will want price to break this high. But it depends on what higher time frame is giving you. How strong is this place coming from? Where is this place coming from? How strong it is? Let's go to 4 hours time frame and let's see if it is coming from an area that is strong enough. Okay, now this area and a break of structure. After price clear this external liquidity, this is the internal liquidity. As price clear this internal liquidity, no. So this thing is coming from internal liquidity, which is the inducement for this. So now it is likely for price to build enough liquidity for buyers here, buyers that want to buy. It is possible for price to, you can see it already gives buy confirmation for people. So that buyers that want to buy from here, price can do something like this, clear them out and move. That's number one. Number two, price can do something like this. Get to an area here, this imbalance. Get here, trap traders here and move. Just follow the structure. Just learn how to follow structure and move. But you should know this is what? Internal liquidity. You should know this is internal liquidity. This is where we are expecting the euro buy to go. It should be a long buy. Can you see? But that's not where I'm going to right now. So now I have enough liquidity, equal low. Price has built enough liquidity for this area. So if I see a confirmation here, I will not be buying yet because I know this is a weak low. Price can give me a buy confirmation and still. So that's why in this area I will need a QM to be formed. I will need a QM out of liquidity, a break of structure. But there are some scenario. Let me tell you something. If your QM did not form with a good momentum, price will take it out. And what did I mean by a good momentum? Let me tell you something. Let me show you this. If your QM formed this way, with all this, like the market is ranging with weak candle. You know, all these candles are weak. You can't compare this candle information with this strong one. So if your QM is ranging, like it is not strong enough, it's weak, and weak, like this to form QM for you. I now want to buy from here. Please run. Because price is going to clear the QM out. It is not strong. If this QM is strong enough, price should what? Give us a good QM move. A good QM move like momentum. I don't want to see weak candle. Did I have an example here? Let me see if I have an example. I want to see QM to form with good momentum, not ranging parts. Okay? I think I have an example here. Look at this QM. Amount of liquidity and break of structure. You can see it has been ranging, like no good momentum like this, no good volatility like this. So if you are, let me cut this place. See, even though your QM is coming from a valid point of interest, please take note how it's being formed. Does the QM formed with strong momentum or it struggled? Now see these ranging parts. Now this until liquidity and boom. Does the QM break this choke, this high with good momentum, with a strong volatility? Does it break with strong volatility? Let's see. You can see these ranging parts. I want to see, assuming this full candle, another one occur with full momentum, boom. I'll wait. I'm going to take my trade here. A short buy. But because it breaks with full force. But you can see price has been struggling. Has been struggling. Price has been struggling. So take note, even though it's occurred from a point of interest, if it doesn't break out, if the QM doesn't form with good momentum, just run. Just run. Let's see. Can you see? And see where it occurred from. See where the QM formed from. See this area has not been mitigated. But because price struggled before breaking it, before giving us a QM, it's struggled. So price will clear it out. I don't want price to struggle when giving me QM. Please take note of that. See, trading is a rule. If you follow the rules, trust me, your win rate is going to high. So this area, I have this unmitigated area. I have enough liquidity. Assuming I don't have any liquidity here, I'll be expecting price to raid this place instantly. I know this is a weak low. Price will still raid this for me. So price can give me a buy confirmation. If I don't see a buy confirmation, even though it takes this place out, I'm still happy because I know this is my internal liquidity. Price is to come here, so I still have a long way to sell. But I will not be setting my psychology, my mindset that I'm still looking for a sell. I'll follow whatsoever third price give me. If price give me a good bullish momentum to this area, then I'll be buying to this area. Then from this area, if I see a short long sell, I know I will be targeting this blue. It depends on the structure given. But I have what? This unmitigated point of interest. And I have you can see a strong QM broke and see the momentum not struggling and price has not mitigated. This is a QM. You always mark your QM out. 15 minutes QM. You can see price broke out with good momentum. You can see it is not really like the other parts I showed you, and give us liquidity. And price has not what? Mitigated this area. This QM can cause a what? A rejection for this trend. So even though I'll be buying, I will wait for a good confirmation for price to come and what? Give me a change of character, break this strong high, then boom. Then where will I be targeting? If I have a buy from here, I'll be targeting this liquidity. Then I will wait for this imbalance. Don't forget we have imbalance in this place too. That's why I said markup is always what? The best. We have imbalance here. So this imbalance can reject price. So I will only TP here. Then if price break this high and I see another confirmation, I will join it to this place. So you take note of your equal lows, your internal liquidity, your external liquidity, your BSL, your SSL. We are using a week to talk about liquidity. No, is it a week? No, today is Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to talk about liquidity. And I have some recorded video for them already. But I'll not be sending, I'll send them, but that's not the end. So every day, tomorrow we still have class on liquidity. So can you see this please? After breaking this structure, price has not mitigated. Never. It's created what? Inducements. Can you see? It's created inducement. Even though we know this is a weak low, see the QM. It's created inducement. So price can do something like this. Price can do something like this and go and clear this high. This is now be price target. Then price will now use another supply zone. This will now be inducements. Of course, it failed to clear this low house. This will now be inducement for this high. Then from here, price can what? Do something like this. I'm coming low. From the here, price can now do something like this. That is why it's good to follow structure and mark your markup. Do your markup. What did I mean by markup? Your break of structure, you mark it. Your liquidity, you mark it. Internal liquidity, you mark it. External liquidity, you mark it. Your internal break of structure, you mark it. Your other block, you mark it. Now, price can do something like this and target this high as TP. Yeah, it is possible for price to do it because we have this QMA and this low of the liquidity is a strong low. Fine, we know this sell is coming from higher time frame. So it is possible for price to clear it out. But looking at shorter time frame information also, you don't omit any rule. You follow them closely. So this in liquidity, you can see, imagine you are trying to buy from here. It will give you a move, then clear it out. It is going to clear it out because this is inducement. And this inducement engineered many liquidity, trendline liquidity. Then price is coming from higher time frame point of interest to clear it out. Very, very simple. So I won't waste much of our time tonight. That's all about that for tonight because I have prayer around 11 and we'll continue tomorrow. Please, any question? Let me unmute some people. If you have question, please, you can ask right now. Any question from anyone, please?
My question is that on 1 minute, like 1 minute time frame now.
Okay.
Like how do is it the same way we identify the
same? It's all structures, like all time frames, same structure from there. So the rule work for all time frames. This structure, you can see it on 1 minute time frame. This structure, you can see it on weekly time frame. Same structure, same liquidity formed on same, not the same time or not at the same time. This information might not be what you see in 1 minute. or in 3 minutes. But if you understand the confluence, like you understand your strategy, you can you see it is still the same thing, it's the same rule. Can you see? So even though you are coming to 1 minute time frame, just know that it is the same thing you are still doing. You are still doing the same thing, you are still following the same rule. Take notes. So even though you are coming to 1 hour time frame or 5 minute time frame or 1 minute time frame, make sure you mark your break of structure, your internal liquidity, your inducement, whatsoever thing you're using, mark them out. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any other question from anyone, please? Anyone question? I think no, I think we are good for tonight. So tomorrow, let me take a permission, please. I won't lie to you. Let me take a permission. So I want your answer. If yes, it is fine by me. Then if no, it is also fine by me. Tomorrow, I want to host the class around 6 to 7. The reason is that I want to watch ball, Man City and Real Madrid. I cannot miss that match. And I cannot move it to, and I cannot move it to 11 because I have prayer by 11. You all know prayer from 11 to 1. So just if yes, thank you very much. Then if no, I have nothing to do. I will host by 9 to
Hello, boss.
10.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay. No, before you ask your question, please, am I free to watch ball tomorrow and host the class around 6 to 7?
Yes.
My question is that
Don't ask question yet, please.
this structure that you mark now, you understand? As you mark this
I'll
thing
go.
down, this
Wait, don't ask
as you
question
mark
yet.
it
Yeah,
down, for me
Jesus.
personally, I will find
Uh-huh. I don't miss the guy. Please, am I free to watch ball? Am I free to?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, tomorrow we will be hosting to from 6 to 7. Thank you very much. So let me unmute the idiots we don't want to make we hear what. Adel.
boss.
Adel.
I'm sorry. I want to ask
Uh-huh.
question later, and I will add it up.
Oh yeah. Ask now. Adel. Oh.
I can't hear anything now. I can just can't hear anything.
Please, you can ask your question now. Adel. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. See, don't let us waste our time. Maybe he's going to do personal task.
Boss, I hope you can
Adel.
hear me now. I beg you.
Yes, I
I
can
don't
get.
hear anything. Once I will mute myself.
Oh yeah, ask your question. Ask your question. You can once you unmute yourself, just ask your question. I will hear you. Ask your question. Yeah, unmute yourself.
Okay, this kind of structure that you mark now, that structure as you mark it. For me, if price never break this lower low, this last lower low, this last leg low, if price never breaks it, me personally, I cannot sell this kind of trade. You understand? I cannot sell it. So I just need your explanation more on how, like, what can give and what kind of confidence can I see to give me boldness to buy this kind of thing to go and sell.
Okay, I already
I
explained.
hope you get it.
You know,
Because me personally, I will be expecting this lower low to break.
thank you, Eshi. Thank you. You can mute yourself back. Now, I already give an explanation. I already give an explanation. I said, this is coming from higher time frame imbalance, and this low must be taken out. This low must be taken out. This is from higher time frame, which is 4 hours. This low must be taken out. Yeah, this low must be taken out, which is 4 hours FVG has been mitigated. But we have 4 hours supply that has not been mitigated, which is this. That doesn't mean price will mitigate it instantly. This FVG is more powerful than the supply. Favor Logan is more powerful than this other block here. It is more powerful than the other block. Now, this low is need to be taken out because this is a weak low. But when I move to shorter time frame, which is on 15 minutes time frame, my whole students, I told you something about order flow. That 15 minute time frame is very, very powerful. No break of structure that you are going to have on 15 minute time frame that will not respect you. Even though you are analyzing from higher time frame, once you move to 15 minute time frame, any structure you see there, we surely respect. Now, this thing is coming from 4 hours FVG, 4 hours fair value gap. Now, this low is need to be taken out because this is a weak low. But looking at this structure also, this is coming from a what? 4 hours liquidity, 4 hours internal liquidity, 4 hours, that is higher time frame internal liquidity. Now it gives a what? A QM on top of liquidity and break of structure. I told you something about QM that if the QM is strong, you can take it. But if it's range on jackpot, then this QM give us inducement. After having this break of structure, let me mark this place as my break of structure is high. After this break of structure, price has raided this ERL, which is the external liquidity. That I mean internal liquidity, IRL, the internal liquidity. It has not been taken out. So I have to mark it out that okay, this inducement has not been taken out. And it's engineered liquidity, built trendline liquidity. So even though I'm selling from higher time frame, I'll be targeting this inducement. And this doesn't give me confidence of buying rates. Fine. I will be looking for buy because I have this break of structure that has not been mitigated. This thing can cause a long buy if you don't know, because it is coming from higher time frame point of interest as well. So this is coming from higher time frame points of interest. So I am meant to clear this low out. Are you with me? My target is to clear this low out. But can you see? I told you something about inefficiency. This price has been struggling. You can see no good momentum, no volatility. And what did I mean by it is not strong as this? You can see it has been ranging. So it's giving me one doubt that it is very, very hard for price to come and clear this low. Can you see me? But price can do something like this overnight with strong momentum and break whatsoever thing. But now I have a QM and I have enough liquidity. See this liquidity. If price wants to clear this thing for me, it doesn't need to be building liquidity above it. If price wants to clear this low immediately, it doesn't need to be building liquidity above it. You want to clear low for me and you are still building liquidity. And liquidity was the one that powered market. It is the one that moved market. So if you want to clear this low and you are building liquidity for me, it is very, very wrong. So since I have enough liquidity, once price owns this liquidity, and I have this unmitigated point of interest on 15 minute time frame, unmitigated QA, I have a tendency of buying if I see a confirmation. If I don't see a confirmation, which is what I need here, price can do something like this and clear the low out and now break. That's one. And price can do something like this. Price can come here, break, give me a change of character, boom, yeah. I have a confirmation of buying. Another confirmation, I have this high. There are many confirmations you can use. I have this high. Now, price can break this. I can wait for price to break this high as my change of character. Once price break this high, it shows that the price is going to occur. Because I don't want you to break this high. This is a flip, so you should use the supply here to continue the trend. Then I'm targeting this weak high. So I have a tendency. This is for price to build and to engineer liquidity here. And this is a QM coming from higher time frame or higher point of interest. It's indicated that I have a tendency of buying from here. A high tendency of buying from here. Can you see? Because it has not been investigated. I have internal liquidity that has not been what? Cleared out. Fine, I know it's a weak low, but the momentum price is giving itself, the strength price is giving is not strong enough to come and read this low. And this is 15 minutes. If you want to break to have a local low, you can see this place. After price mitigated, you can see it is not building much liquidity for it. It break it out. But yeah, it has been building liquidity. It's engineered many liquidity. So which indicated that price can buy from there. I'm not saying it will buy. I'm not the one controlling the market. But to my own view of the market, What I'm saying here is I'm saying a buy. Yeah, I'm saying a buy. And I'll be targeting this high. Price can now read this high and start selling massive. You can now use something like this point of interest. Yeah, and start selling. Boom. Whatsoever thing. So if buy give me a confirmation, I will buy. But if I don't see a confirmation, this level will be taken out. I have enough liquidity to buy from here. You understand? I said Edema. Ade.
I can understand, sir.
Okay, any other question from anyone, please? So, if there's no question, let's call it a night. I'll send the video right now. Thank you very much for joining, guys.
Good night, boss.
Good night, man.